Are you using Google Classroom with Insert Learning? I'm going to show you some of the great integrations that we have, as well as a little bit of magic with Google Docs. All right, so the first thing is going to be bringing in your class to Insert Learning. So on the dashboard, I'm going to click on Classes, and when you add a new class, it gives you one of the options if you create a class, or you can import it directly from Classroom. And what's nice about this is this will also pull in your entire roster. So I'm going to bring in my civics class right here. I'm just going to click on Import, give a little bit of time. And it's also going to sync up all of my students. So if I head down now and I take a look at civics, there it is. There's my class code that I could then have students manually enroll themselves, but it's already pulled in my students. And if more students sign up later into my Google Classroom class, this will automatically sync them up. All right, so next thing we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and assign out a lesson. So I'm going to head over here to this website. I'm going to load in Insert Learning. It's going to be a real simple lesson for this one. I'm going to add this YouTube video into a sticky note up the top. And now we're just going to assign it to my class. So I'm going to click up here on Assign. I'm going to, you can select them here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign it out to my class. I'm going to click on the civics class that I want to assign it to. And now I'm also going to assign it directly out to my class. So you can see that it's already selected civics. And now I'm just going to say share to these classes, well, to that one class. And it's done. So we can head over to my civics class and take a look at it. So if I reload my civics, there it is, it's all set up. Now there's a couple of neat things. Right here, this is a unique link. So when students click on this, if they don't have the Insert Learning extension installed or they're not enrolled in your Insert Learning class, this will kind of check to make sure they have all those things done. If they don't have the extension, it'll prompt them to install the extension first and then send them over to your lesson where they'll be able to see everything that you've added in. All right, so as students go through, they are going to be answering different questions and things like that within the class. You can submit all of your grades directly to Google Classroom as well. So I'm going to head over to the grades section and I'm going to select one of my classes. I'm going to select a lesson. And now on here, as long as it's a class that you imported in through Classroom, you can then click this button and then it's going to send those grades over to Classroom. Something that I should mention for this, it's going to send an average score out of 100 to Classroom. So the default in Classroom is always that it's 100 points. This is just going to assume it. So even if there's, say, only like 20 points in your total lesson, it's going to send the percent grade. So if they got 80%, it'll send a score of 80 points for the students. All right, so the next thing we're going to show now is how to supercharge your Google Docs. So what I'm going to do is load Insert Learning on the Google Doc itself. But it's going to give you a message saying that it needs to publish your Google Doc first. So I'm going to click on Publish and Make a Lesson. It's giving me a few little prompts here of yes, I want to publish this. And publishing in Google Doc is a really neat trick that Docs has of where it's the same content, but it removes this whole editing interface. And it takes care of any concerns about publishing or sharing issues or anything like that. And it's loaded in Insert Learning. So same thing, I want to go ahead and load in this YouTube video. So I'm going to add in a sticky note up here and then just paste a link to that YouTube video. And now I've got the magic of students can actually watch a YouTube video inside your Google Doc. That you can do a whole variety of other things like now adding in your questions. So now we can put in our text-dependent questions. And again, we can just simply assign this out through Google Classroom. And we're done. So those are just a few of the awesome integrations between Google Classroom and Insert Learning and a little magic for Google Docs.